Hello, everybody. Let me fix this here. I'm all by myself, as you can see, and I'm just trying to get this going here. So be patient with me. I'm still recuperating from last week's antics. So much fun. How's everybody? Let's go through the panel or go through the chat here. See who's here. Chris Golding, how you doing? PA Patriot. Did you do those cons yet, man? Huh? Native Arizona Adventures. What's happening, man? If you want to come up, I put the link in there. Tanya, how are you? PA's there, Gold Pan and Dutchy. You can set your watch by that guy. How you doing there, Dutchy? All right. And who else we got here? Redneck Smoking. Welcome, my man. Welcome. And Space Miner. What's up? Beto D. That's a new name to me, but you're more than welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for showing up. Mona, my friend, hello. No coffee, no coffee. Diving with Scuba Steve. What's happening, man? Still didn't get a chance to get to my guy on your penny, but it's in the back of my mind. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. And Asakura Mining, Jim, what's happening? Did you get the dredge out yet, man? Come on. Work is work, dredging is dredging. We got to do that. You know that. T-Rep Adventures, how you doing, man? It's been a while since I spoke to you, huh? Space Miner, we got you there. All right. I think we covered Scars Prospecting. Nick, if you want to come up, like I said, it's in there somewhere. Well, if you need me to send it to you, we went through a whole thing last night about the. Let's see if we can show it. Is it going to be there? Yeah, there it is. All right. So, let's see. Recap of the week. We got home. I believe it was Sunday, and we've been recuperating ever since. We unpacked the car, unpacked all the camping stuff, and did a little more panning for gold from the stuff that I got. I got two big bags. One gold pay dirt big bag from North Carolina Treasures, where the dredge was, and I got another $30 pick a bag that supposedly has some nuggets in there. So it's going to take us a while to go through that. We're thinking about getting a stand up. Little high banker, backyard high banker. So, because I don't know if I could pan all that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll be in the future for us. Meanwhile, let's see. Here's my tweezers. We got the microscope set up over here, as you can see. We were gonna show you a few things that we picked out of our bag of gemstones from Lucky Strike. It's also a gem mine. It's Lucky Strike Golden Gem Mine, and it's right next door. The settling pond for the high bankers that we used, and the big wash plant is right. The next property down is the North Carolina Emerald Mine. So there's emeralds in there that you can find. There's lots of garnets that you can find. There's some. What else we got in here? Well, plenty of different types of granite, that's for sure. I mean quartz. There's garnets, amethysts, emeralds, rubies, all kinds of good stuff. So we're gonna show you a few that we brought back that we had the pleasure of finding. Let's see if I can't get something interesting up there right off the bat. This is one that caught my eye automatically. You couldn't miss it when you were going. Found it in the pan. So let's see if we can't scooch it on up there. And let's bring up the camera. See if we can. Oh, let's see if we can't make it a little bigger for you. There you go. And let's try and get it into focus a little better. All right. That's a cute little gemstone that we found. I don't know what it is. It looks like it's probably some kind of amethyst in a quartz matrix or something to that effect. Who knows? But it's pretty, that's for sure. What's going on there in chat? Anything? Anything happening? Not much. Not much at all, huh? Oh, it's one of those rainy Friday nights. What can I tell you? You know, but let's turn this over, see what we got on the other side. Yeah. Quite nice. I like that. I like, it's hard not to spot these things, especially when you got regular sand and black sand and brown stones throughout your pan. Dutchie, you're waking up. Have some coffee. Mona will have coffee with you, Dutchie. She's itching for coffee, I'm telling you. Ask her if she'd like a cup of coffee. But like I was saying, it's hard to miss a colorful stone like that when it's bouncing around in the bottom of your pan with all kinds of brown stones and brown sand and blonde sand, and so that sticks up at you. It's 87 and sunny. 87 and sunny. It was cold, and we're supposed to get a huge storm throughout the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Escals, Custom Clams, how you doing? Welcome, glad to see you. And we're just showing off a couple of the stones that we found. Let's see what else we got in here to show you. Now, this one is another one that you can't help but seeing in your pan, especially when you, like I said, got all the bland colors in there. Look at that. Now that, I believe, somebody told me is an actual emerald. I guess if you polish that up, T's Hobby, how you doing? Hello. If you polish that up, we lost it. If you polish it up and put it in the tumbler, it might come out to look halfway decent. So we're hopefully, I got to get another belt for my tumbler, so we're going to try and fix that so we can get that back on the agenda here. Let's see. Let's get back over here. Hold on a second. Little shout out. Here you go. Cheese Hobbies and Things. What's happening? We got a whole collection of new stickers to put on the board. We're going to have to make another board, to tell you the truth. I'm going to show you in a minute. I got a whole big package of them that I got to sort through and commence making my second board. Jericho said he was going to try and stop by sometime tonight. He's on his way, I believe, to the Atlantic Ocean to take a dip. So he wants to take a dip in the Atlantic Ocean, so he's on his way over there. And he said he's going to stop in, I believe they're going to stop in a nice hotel where I have some Wi-Fi service. Excuse me. Some Wi-Fi service, and he's going to try and stop in. So hopefully that'll happen a little later. All right, let's get back to what we were doing here. Is anybody 406? What's happening? Still at work, but listening. All right. I didn't try my muriatic acid yet, but that's still in the works there. Wrench 6381, how you doing, man? Welcome. Haven't seen you since I last was on here, probably, and that was a while back. I don't even remember. It's been such a hectic week. All right. Let's see, where are we on we were going to switch back over here, I think. There you go. All right, if anybody thinks that's an emerald, let me know what you think. Somebody told me, and I believe it's from a pretty good source, that it is an emerald or has emerald in it or something. Me being Irish, I should know, shouldn't I? We come from the Emerald Isle. Jesus. All right. We all know what these are, right? That's a nice little garnet. Arizona was Josh was he had a little vial, and he was picking them out like there was no tomorrow. There was garnets. He filled up a large vial full of garnets that he picked out. He's pretty meticulous when it comes to looking at those gemstones, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a nice. I believe it's a garnet. Maybe it's something. What's the other one? No, I don't think it is. Look, it's got all kinds of. Is that gold in there? Is that gold in them there garnets? Is there gold in them there garnets? Huh? Come on, let's see. Let's see if we can't get in there really good on this. We're gonna come down, zoom in tight. For those of you who have ever thought about getting one of these microscopes, don't think twice. This thing is excellent for whatever you want to look at. It shows, and it wasn't that expensive, to tell you the truth. Wasn't that expensive. Look how beautiful that little rock, that little itty bitty stone is. Wow. I would definitely suggest getting. This is the Tom Love 7-inch screen, I believe. I originally bought it to look at coins, but I've gotten into the gemstones, and it's so easily to put them under there and polish it. I think I'm gonna try and polish all these little stones that I got. You can't put them in with big ones; they'll eat them up. But as soon as I get the belt for my rock tumbler, I'm gonna try and polish them up. Who we got? All right. Anybody else? Home Zoo and Prospecting. Howdy there. AAP Variety Channel. What's happening? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. PA Patriot. Hey, PA Patriot. What's up? If you want to stop up here, I'm gonna redo that, and I'll put this in the chat for anybody who would like to stop up here. Hold on. I messed it up. Hold on. I got to copy it before I can paste it, right? All right. Just bear with me, please. You know me. We're still having fun. There you go. There's the link to StreamYard if anybody would like to come up and visit. I got another little guy in here that I'd like to show you. I don't know what it is. I found it in the tailings. Oh, I got a couple of things in there I want to show you. But this one first. This is a little itty bitty guy. All right, we got to focus on that. That also might be a piece of emerald. That because it's very, you can see. I'll put the. That's the tip of the tweezers. So it's very, very small. I joined you, but I'm busy tonight here. I actually had to reserve seats. Okay, no problem. I'm getting by. Mary Collins. Marcy Collins, I'm sorry. My eyes are still tired, you know. How you doing, Marcy? Wow, small but beautiful. That's true. It's very that now that was hard to well, it wasn't actually hard to spot, but it was so little that I was amazed I spotted it. Let's turn it over and see what we got here. Yeah, looks like a little emerald. Pull the light away a little bit. Darken it off. See what we got here. Yeah. All right. On to the next one. This I was waiting to see what it would look like underneath the microscope. Let's see. Let's get this guy away. Did you find that? Yes. All this stuff. PA is from the from just down there in the river at Lucky Strike, North Carolina. This all come out of the river. Actually, it come out of one of them golden gemstone pay dirt bags that we did. But that comes out of that 14-foot hole that was just a little bit north of us. Now, who can tell me what that is? We'll move it around for you under there. Look at that. It's interesting. What's that in the middle? I'll show you that way, and we're going to flip it over. Whoops. Let's get my fat fingers under there. Who knows what that is? Can anybody tell me? I'm taking I'm taking bets on what it is. Bad service. Bad service at the camper. No problem there, T. Hobby. No problem at all. We got you. All right. If nobody's going to guess, nobody's going to guess. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a piece. I'll give you one last hint. One last hint. That's how thin it is. Let's see if we can't get a focus on edge. Oh, wow. That's how thin it is. It's a piece of mica. There was all you'll see in the pans. There's all kinds of mica floating around down there, and this is a piece of mica. Actually, it's pretty thick for mica. There's a couple of slabs on there. So, but when it breaks down, when it comes tumbling down the river and breaks up, it breaks into itty bitty minute parts, and it fools you in your pan. Looks like gold, but it's floating all over the place. So you keep on adding the jet dry, and it doesn't do nothing. So therefore, you know it's mica. But that's that. All right, let's put these before we lose them. We'll put them in the top here, so they've already been shown. Those are the good ones. I don't think I got that many good ones left now to show you, but. Let's put what do we got here? Yeah, we'll throw this up there. This is colorful. That's another piece of amethyst that we found. Look at how nice that is. You know, I was never really into the stones and stuff like that, but I find myself now looking down all the time. I'm always looking for see what's underneath my feet. What was that? Oh, I'm missing some. You almost fainted, huh? I'm trying to do everything here at once, so bear with me. Bill Snodgrass Adventures, what's happening? Glad you can make it by. All right, let's see what else we got in here. There's some more colorful stuff in here. We'll try and get under there. Let's get this out and put this one in. See what that is. Oh, that ain't nothing much. It's just a little piece of quartz. But you see, oh, sorry. It's got some, you can see see them little pieces of quartz in there? You look close at these rocks, you'll see things that you never thought you'd see before. I'm just reading the chat here. I'm sorry. Everyone's planning trips out there. This was something that I found, which is going to be, it's quartz also, but it's got I don't know, somehow it bored a hole through it, and to me it was interesting. So I put it in the pile to take a look at. Look, see, it's almost like a mini itty bitty geode, but I don't know. Almost. We were hoping for one, but I still got a ton of nice rocks here. I gotta see. I gotta look at too. These are gonna be nice. I'm gonna bring a few of them out since we're looking at different things here. These are. I got so many of them. I can't wait to look at them all. I don't know if we can get some of them. Some of them are pretty big. I don't know if I can get them underneath the microscope. But we'll give it a shot. That looks like I know what that is. There's one piece in here I'm trying to, oh, there, is that it? It's similar. We'll show you that. Is this it? Yeah, that's a nice one too. All right. For now, we'll go with that. What's happening? Am I missing anything out there? You guys, it's hard for me to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time over here. Let's see if we can't look at this real close. This here, I'm going to show you what it is before I put it under there. Let me get back on the big screen. Put me in the big screen. And this is what we're going to be looking at. This is a big shark's tooth. Look at the size of that. That's my thumb. So that's pretty big, half a thumb. Maybe it's 3/4 of a pinky. Look at that, half a pinky. But that we found in the pile over there. So we're going to see if we can't put it under the microscope. Take a little peek at it. What's happening with it? Let's go. Let's see. I got to angle it a little. I got to hold it, angle it, and yeah, it looks like an incisor to me. But I wouldn't want to get that stuck in me, that's for sure. Look at that, there's striations on it. All the way down. Look at that. Wow. All the way down to the tip. Interesting. All right, enough of the shark's tooth. I just thought I'd throw that under there for you. Let's see what if we can see any of this under here. This looks like it's whatever it is, it's quartzified. There's lots and lots of quartz, and I'm going to pull it back out for you. See if we can't get a better look from up here at it. Yeah, little pieces of terminated quartz in there. Yeah, that looks, put some light on the subject. It looks like Mars. Wow. You know what it is? It's when you put it, when you magnify it up so much, it looks so much different. All right, enough of that one. Let's go with this one. This is the one that I was looking for. This is going to be nice. Hopefully, this is going to be really nice. This is actually a geode. And that's the pathway to the opening of the geode. Look at that. All them little quartz crystals in there. How interesting is that? Let's see if we can't turn it on its side here and look down the tunnel. Can we see that? Imagine how that formed all those years ago. Got nice color to it around the perimeter. Different colors. This over here looks really purplish. You can't see it on the microscope, but looks purplish. And that's down in the crevice of the let's see if we can't get some light on it. You can't really adjust the light. And this is the outer surface of the geode. Interesting. Enough of that, you say? All right. Let's see what else we can come up with. There's a piece that came in the welcome package that they gave us. They gave us stickers from Lucky Strike, and I'm getting messages over here. There was stickers and all kinds of little trinkets in there, and they had these. I'm going to put it up next. I haven't put it under there yet, but I'm waiting to see it. It looks like, I don't know what it is, but it's really nice. I know it's dyed, but it's got all kinds of nice stuff in it. We're not going to be able to see it really good because it's going to give me the reflection out of the microscope. Yeah. Oh well. We'll throw it up there anyway, just for a quick view. But it ain't going to be good. You're not going to see what I'm expecting you to see. Yeah, you can't see. It's reflecting the lights inside the microscope. But I'll go around the edge. You can see the You can see all the layers in there. It's been cut in a slab, and it's been dyed, I believe. Dyed purple, or let's get on the other side there. But look at all the different colors on those bands in there. Sorry about the reflection of the microscope, but that's all we can do. I thought it looks so much prettier. Anybody who has one, oh, look, you can see it. Yeah, look at that. All right, now I got it. I lifted it up a little bit and deterred the angle. There you go. And it goes all through, all them layers, round and round and round. All the way to the other side. Very nice, very nice. And it's on a keychain. So that was very nice of them to give us that. All right. I'm going to bring me up for a while so I can talk to you. What's happening? Anything happening out there that I need to know about? No. WK Prospecting. Hey, what's happening? Glad to see you. Anybody who's who ain't doing nothing who'd like to join me up here, you're more than welcome. Milwaukee Matt, what's happening, man? Good to see you. We missed you, man. I wish you could have come down there. We had a blast. You got to come next year. Put the plans in motion now. We had a blast, man. And I seen that massive industrial size rock smasher that you got for Jericho. I seen that. That is nice work, my man. Nice work. Very, very nice. You did a great job on that, man. Anybody, like I say, want to come on up, come on up. I'm sitting here by myself. We got 12 horses in the house. We had 18 at one time, I see. And everybody's got to go here, there, and everywhere. And I don't blame them, no problem. But yeah, we had a very good time down there. Very good time down there at Lucky Strike. They were so hospitable to us. Anything we needed, they were there. The people there just asked us, and they came through. There was a couple of I think there was a radio station that announced us being there, and there was a couple of people who showed up from different episodes and stuff from the Discovery Channel. You know, a few famous people here and there that nobody knows about, you know, just us. They're famous to us. I mentioned them to a few friends of mine. They didn't know who I was talking about, but, you know, still, they were on TV. All right, WK, no problem. We'll see you. We'll keep the light on for you. Yesterday was 90. Today is 58. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about this weather? We're about to get hit with a major rainstorm coming through. We're going to get I'm supposed to golf on Sunday. I might have a little window to get a couple in there, but I don't know if we're going to do it. We'll see. We'll try. Wish me luck. Wish that I don't get rained on. We're going to put our next piece in there that we're going to show you, but we're going to still talk to you for a while here. I came home. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I got to put that. I'm going to put it under the microscope too. This is my newest. Look at this. Would you look at that? Now that is a piece of craftsmanship. This is all handmade. Look how well it fits into my hand. Look at that. And this thing, this is a deer antler, or yeah, I believe it's a deer antler. And this here is mahogany obsidian. Obsidian, I asked the guy, and he told me obsidian is actually it's a rock, but it's volcanic glass. It's molting hot, and obsidian comes from the volcano. And what he does, this thing, you wouldn't believe how sharp this thing is. I haven't cut anything with it, but I can see it'll rip something to shreds. You can feel it. He does what they call napping, and he makes. I'm going to show you. Let's put it. Let's put it underneath the microscope and see what we got going here. All right, let me turn the microscope on, and then I'll do a little bit more explaining to you. All right. You got to go actually to the edge. And you see those little let me see. I gotta focus at the same time. He makes every individual cut on there with a napping tool. And he cuts it. He does it in such a way. I don't know how he does it. But look how, that's a rock. And look how sharp that is. Let me try and get it to the edge. Look at how it's like serrated. And that thing is extremely hard and sharp. That's mahogany obsidian. Beautiful piece of craftsmanship. You can see how he chips away that glass, little layers of glass in those semicircles. That's all handmade, hand chipped. You see the serrated edge there on the end. It's amazing how this man does this. And if I told you how much, look how sharp that tip is. Look how sharp that tip is. Beautiful piece of. If I told you how much I paid for this, you'd think I'm nuts. I'm not going to tell you because you're gonna think, what's he crazy? I'm not going to his channel no more. You got to be nuts. This, and it comes. Let's go back to me on the big screen here. That, and it comes on a beautiful handmade stand. A handmade stand. He puts a little piece of leather inside of that piece to protect the obsidian. And it sits on there balanced. Look how beautiful that thing is. Is that a piece of handiwork or what? You want me to tell you how much I paid? No, I can't. You guys will never believe me. You'll never believe me. But a whole bunch of us got a few of them. I got one for that Josh from Native Arizona Adventures. He didn't want to risk bringing it on the plane and having somebody confiscate it from him. So I took it home with me, and I'm going to wrap it up really tight and really in a nice big box and throw peanuts in there and all kinds of stuff to protect it. And we're going to ship it to them out there in Arizona. But that is something else. I really like it, and I think it's really nice. So that's going to be after I clean up and straighten up all my background over there. You'll be able to see it. I'm going to display it really nice, and that's that for that. What else we got over here? Oh, we were going to put this up there. This is something. All right, we'll throw it up there. But we'll talk to you for a while. Nobody wants to come up and visit me, do they, huh? All right. No problem. I'm good. I'm going to have some of my soda. Native Arizona Adventures. Hey, Spaceman in the house. Hey. Yeah, when I got back, I was tired. I was really tired. It took me a couple of days to, because I had to keep up with all them youngins over there. You know, they're running around from High Banker to the river, to the sluice, to the wash plant. Oh, it was something to keep up with them. But I did, and I paid for it. All right, Matt, that's cool. Haven't seen you in a while. You're welcome to come up here, but not while you're driving. That's for sure. Yeah, like I was saying before, I bought this thing for the coins. I think I may have looked at two coins under it, but I've been looking at a lot of rocks, a lot of rocks. We got one up there now. They call them. I hate to use the stereotype, but this is what they were down south there, and this is what they call it's crystals. They're crystals. It's a cluster of crystals, but they call them hillbilly teeth. I don't know why. Don't I hope I don't offend anybody by that, but that's what I was told that they were. And let's see, we'll get them on the big side over here. Yeah, it's a quartz cluster. You can see, I'll lay it on its side, and you can see the cluster of terminated quartz crystals in there. And they kind of look like teeth, but they're rock teeth. Interesting. I got a couple of pieces of them. Let's flip it over, see if we can't find anything on the other side. Yeah, nothing much, but it's an interesting piece. Yeah. He's got an inclusion on his bicep bilingual bicuspid over there. Yeah. I'm gonna be I gotta go to the dentist myself soon. Very, very soon. This looks like it's a piece of clamshell that came out of probably the same place where the shark tooth came out of. I think it's just a piece, just a broken off piece of clamshell. Nothing very interesting. We'll get rid of that. What's this little doodad? This is quartz with little itsy bitsy crystals in there. See them little itsy bitsy crystals there? Look at that. That's interesting. I think that deserves a little. Let's go down there and see. Let's get right up on it. Hey. See some crystals. You see the crystals there. There they are. There they are. Yeah, that's a nice little piece. You can just imagine how these things were created and evolved. Not evolved, but over time, each little crystal being formed. That's one thing you got to constantly focus in because the depth perception is different. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, next up on the list here. See what else we got. Here's more. This I got to bring you back out for. All crystals. Look at the termination on that. Very. Now look at, you see that? We're under a microscope. I got to get my. Let's see if I can't use this here. This is very small. Let's see if we can't get in there. Are we in there? Look at that right there. See the termination there? That's my right there. This is my chopstick that I use. See what we can find in here. It's like walking on a planet, walking on Mars or something like that. Jupiter, Uranus. Who knows where we are? That's one of the rings. One of the rings around there. Look at all this. Fascinating. Fascinating. I wish I was a geologist. I wish I knew what I was what I was looking at. They're so pretty, you know. One of these days. Never too old to learn, right? I learned how to do YouTube. I learned how to get a few followers, right? My kids think I'm nuts. My oldest, he's an air traffic controller out in Newark Airport, and he went into work, and his boss comes up to him, hey Mike, I was watching your father pan gold last night on YouTube. Yeah, my son got a kick out of that. Yeah, he was actually panning gold on YouTube. All right, what else we got going on over here? I don't know. I don't know where. I think Rock Butcher is on consignment. Somebody rented him out, and he's in Arizona somewhere, I believe. Yes, I'd appreciate that, everybody. If as you come in, or if you're just sitting there, just go down there, smash that like button. I appreciate it. Will do. It helps the channel. Let's see if I can't get this off the screen. There we go. Yeah, it helps. It helps the channel. Helps me. It gives me an incentive to come back next week and show you some more stuff that I got. With that, let's see what else we can come up with here. This might be, I don't know. This is just not much. Same stuff, the quartz. Lots and lots of quartz down there. Here's some. So I think, did we see that one already? Yeah, we must have seen that one already. It looks like something I've seen already. All right, this is one of those rocks that's going to fool you. You're going to think you have gold in it. I'm going to set it up before I show it to you, but let's see if I can get it interesting before we start. Got a little color to it there somewhere. Joe, you coming to Colorado? I was telling somebody that the other day that I've been to Colorado, I've been to Arizona, but at the time I wasn't into gold panning or rock hunting or treasure hunting or anything like that, and missed the opportunity at that time. But now that I'm a little bit older and a little bit wiser, definitely the next time I go out to Colorado or Arizona, I'm going to look you guys up, and we're going to go find something interesting. Lots of shinies, lots of whatever's cool out there. I know there's lots of stuff out there to go hunting for. But yes, definitely I will. That's another thing on my bucket list. I got the bucket list from 406. I know he's listening out there. He helped me with my bucket list by going up to Montana, up to the hills of Montana, and searching for gold and finding gold. So, yeah. And another thing off the bucket list was to meet you guys. I want to meet each and every one of you. I'd love to. We had such a great time. It was amazing to me. What was really amazing to me is that all the people that we met down there, it's like, I met them for the first time. First time I shook their hand, first time I gave them a hug, but it's like I knew them for forever. I knew them for years. They were like my brothers. Jericho and Charlie and Badger. And we had a great time WWK, Katie and Walter, they're great people, very hospitable. They helped us do everything. They knew a lot of people down there. They set up a lot of things for us. Got Scott Sharp. Scott Sharp is something else, man. He's amazing. He's a quiet type of guy, but he was there in the thick of things, man. It was great. PA Prospecting came down. He was all suited up, waiting. Loved to go into that water. Couldn't wait. Couldn't keep mad at the water over there. And Josh, I'm glad. I gotta say, I don't know if his wife is there, but I told him, and I told him to make sure that you tell her. And if he didn't, I'm going to tell her. That was something else. My hats off to her that she was able to do that for Josh at a time where he really needed it. He needed to be with friends, and he was with a lot of good friends. Love you, Josh. Love you, Casey, too, man. Something else. I appreciate that. Had a great time out there. Great time. I can't wait for next year. Can't wait for next year. Yes, Scott is the one who reached out and caught the horseshoe, plucked that thing out of midair, a 2.5-pound horseshoe. If he didn't cut his hand by catching that horseshoe, we would have had a couple of split skulls over there. But that's enough said on that. The day was saved, and Scott says that his hand is doing well. He was still out there prospecting and in the water and panning and doing everything like it didn't even happen. And that was great. No problem there, Casey and Josh. Great. There he is there, Scott Sharp. Yeah. He's still out there. It feels like the horse is still attached. All right. But we thank you, Scott. We thank you very much for saving the day. That was something. Instinct. I think he just boom reached out because as an instinct. Amazing. And he's a first responder. I asked that the other night. Him and PA patched himself up. He was back in no time. He was even throwing the horseshoes that night, even though he had a fresh cut on his hand. But that was something else. Thank you, Scott. Thanks. It could have been a lot worse. All right, what else? Let's see. You want to go back to the microscope? Let's go back to the microscope. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to have a drink of soda. I'm getting a little parched here. I'm doing a lot of talking. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so good. Pepsi, the drink of champions. Let's see what. All right, let's see what we got going here. Now this, I don't know. Maybe it's limestone or something like that. But you see that right there? Let's see if I can't get my my chopstick in here. But that piece right there, those little shinies there, they look like gold. But it's mica. Where are we? Here, right here. It's all mica. Looks shiny like gold. The way the light reflects off of it, you think it might be a piece of gold in the matrix, but it's not. It's got some green tint to it, which I don't know what it is. Could be anything. But a little interesting piece. These little guys you'll find are interesting. Let's flip it over, see if we got anything on the other side. There you go. There's that. Now you can see that green tint running through it, whatever that might be. But it's all along the bottom of it. That's what caught my eye with this little piece. The color contrast. trying to figure out what it is. That's where the geologist in me gets going to look at that. Nice. All right. What else? What can we find here to play with? We're coming up on an hour here. I hope I'm keeping some of your interest. We got a couple people coming in and out. We're up to 14 in here. If you haven't hit that like Internal Compass. There's another guy we met down there. Internal Compass, yeah. Nice that you can join us, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so many people. People were coming and going, and we met new people down there. The people who were there was a couple that came from Michigan that showed up. They were at our at that dinner that they had, and they had a raffle there, and it was good for them. We all had our gold, but they were raffling. Somebody there that wasn't part of our group offered up a nice little nugget. Maybe it was just under maybe a quarter a gram nugget, but it was a nice nugget, and they put it in a nice display case and gave it to the proprietors that they can auction it off for us, and we all bought tickets and everything like that. And this couple that was there having dinner with us, his wife actually won the nugget, and that was nice because we all had gold, and they just got there and they were going to pan for gold and use the high banker and stuff like that. So I'm glad that happened. We share the wealth. We like to share the wealth around here, so that's good. That's good. What else is happening there? What's your first? My first native Arizona. My first name is Joe. You know that. Fresh Prince of North Carolina. Oh, he's asking about Internal Compass. Keep digging, metal detecting. What's happening? That's one thing I didn't get to do. I brought both my metal detectors down there to North Carolina, but didn't get to use them. We had a full agenda. We had it planned in there, but it just missed it by a couple of hours here and there, and we had to do this in order to do that. So I didn't get to use my metal detectors. But next time I go down Virginia way, stop off there and see Jericho. He's got a nice piece of property that he wants to go metal detecting on, and we're going to see if we can hook up again soon. Go metal detecting down there. So yeah, it's a nice unsearched spot, and I can't tell you where it is, but I'll tell you afterwards. If I find anything, I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah, it would be fun. I have these two metal detectors. You might be interested in hearing the story. My father was into metal detecting big time. He used to go for days, hours, 10, 12 hours a day he'd spend in the water. He was out there so much he got skin cancer on his arm from doing it so much, but he loved it. And he had three. I got all his metal detectors. They're old, from the 70s and 80s. One is a white Spectrum. One is completely underwater, and one is a Fisher Aquanaut for land and water. But they're old and they're heavy, compared to, I've seen the new metal detectors that they have out there on the market today, the Mind Lab and the other new one that the electronics is so condensed now. The things are lighter than a feather compared to the like that Spectrum I got. It's a good detector, but it's heavy. That's the only thing. Yeah, he used to get He used to find all kinds. Every time I go over to the house, my father was real quiet. And what he would do is I'd come in the house, I'd say hi, Dad, and then I'd go in the kitchen, say hello to Mom. And when I'm passing through, he'd be reaching in his drawer. And when I come back into the living room, he'd have all the things that he found, that day or the past week that he was metal detecting displayed out there on the coffee table. And he had some stuff. He had the thick gold necklaces. He had wedding rings. He had high school class rings. He had bracelets, bangle bracelets, diamond stuff, everything. He used to go to the beaches, and he'd have high school class rings in May that they don't graduate till June. They didn't graduate yet, and they lost their class ring already. That's how much out there on the beaches in New York, out in Long Island. He used to go to Jones Beach, Exeter State Park, and he'd come home. I told the story. I shouldn't tell it live but I cashed in. I brought downtown some of the gold, the 14, 10, 18 karat gold stuff that he found. He had baggy fulls of it. He had it separated, 10 karat gold, 14 karat gold, 18 karat. He had chains, everything you can imagine. And I brought it down there, and it was worth over 20 grand. I'll tell you that. It was over 20 grand when they melted it all down, and they made a gold bar out of it. I brought it downtown Manhattan to the Diamond District, 47th and 5th Avenue over there, and they put it in a mass spectrometer, and they told you exactly how much gold was in there, what percentage, and how much it was worth. I walked out of there over 20. I didn't know I had that. And then I had it all the way back home with it, with my pockets stuffed. Hundreds falling out of my pockets like that little guy on the Monopoly game. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of trying to keep you entertained. I know I'm over here just talking, but bashing people who didn't get vaccinated? I thought it was mandatory you got vaccinated, but now it's not mandatory anymore. But I hear that stuff is still going around, the COVID-19. Still going around. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. What else do we got here? Did we put this? Yeah, we put that one up there already. I wanted to look at this. This might not be interesting to you guys, but I don't know. I got to raise the camera way up because it's a big rock, and it's got some. I don't know. It's got some kind of cracks in it, but they're not cracks. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. Let's look under the microscope. There we go. And I was vaccinated. I got the what did I get? I got the one-shot deal, the Johnson & Johnson, I think I got. I just wanted to take one shot. I didn't want to get two shots. Oh, the band's playing. Okay, Wrench. You take care. Thanks for stopping by. Don't blow your eardrums out, man. We'll see you later. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna all right. Let's go. Let's go pair up this guy and see what we got here. Look at that. It's got all kinds of cracks in it somehow. Not cracks, not so much cracks, but indentations somehow. Maybe from. It looks like they're wear patterns, but I can't imagine how it would have happened. These wear patterns. and they're all there. It's on every side of it. Can you see that? Scratches, big scratches. It's not like it was floating down the river and it hit a rock and it scratched. It looks like it had this rock is hard enough where it has to be scratched for a long period of time in order to make them. That's what caught my eye with this one. And they're on each different side. Let's see if we can't tune that in. Yeah, you see? That's the other side. Look at that. And look at that. 3 in a row. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Supposed to keep us out of the hospital. What are you going to do? All right, enough of that. We'll leave that for another time. What else we got here? What else? Let's go back up here. And maybe we'll look at here. We got a whole coffee can. Hey, Mona. 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 Yeah, we'll take a look at that. That's got some flat things on it. Oh, here's some more. These are nice. Oh, that's nice termination on there. We'll have to look at that too. I think that's the one I was looking at. We'll take a look at this. That should be interesting underneath the microscope. All right, we got a few more things we can look at here that I found in my coffee can. All right, let's start out with that. Let's go with this for a while. Are you ready to go back under the? Let's clean it up a bit. All right. We're trying. Where's the rock butcher to identify the rock? So he's on. Somebody rented out the rock butcher. I think they rented him for a week, and he's down there somewhere in Arizona. So what can we do? Let's see what we got going on here. This looks like some kind of sandstone, but it's got nice striations in it. Something else that catches the eye, you know. It's a nice skipping stone. Oh, we're going to get some help up here. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, interesting. There you go. How you doing there, Josh? What's happening? Glad you can join us.
Sweating my butt off here in Arizona.
It's hot over there?
Oh, it's so hot. It's ridiculous.
Man, I had to put on I had to put on my insulated sweater. It's going to be rainy and nasty over here for the next couple of days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think this storm, we're getting the storm. It's probably coming through North Carolina because something's whipping up from the south over there. It's going to pass through Georgia and places like that. So we had a good time down there, good weather down there. It only rained 2 days maybe. Little spritzes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been happening?
Oh, nothing. Just taking the kids to doctor's appointments and taking care of the baby. Planning our trip for this month. Going up to Colorado and back down to Lynx Creek here in Arizona.
Good gold in Lynx Creek.
Oh yeah, there's good gold down there.
Yeah. Bring me a baggie full of dirt.
Yeah, I'll have to get you. We're gonna
You
be
see
working
this?
like with those super sluices, Garrett
Oh,
super
yeah.
sluices. That'll get through some cons for sure.
All right, who in chat can tell me what this is? I figured this would be interesting.
It's like a coral.
Are you in chat?
Wasn't that?
This is a piece of brain coral from what that was North Carolina treasure hunters.
Oh, really? Heck yeah. I was actually thinking brain coral in my head. And then I'm also like still in the chat because I was in the chat while I was watching the baby.
Oh,
and
right.
then I'm answered it when you're like, who in the chat? That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
interesting. I never seen it this close under the microscope, you know?
Oh yeah, you can see all those details and all the different striation patterns on each circle. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Something
that's
else.
that you can find there in North Carolina.
Well, that's the same day at the North Carolina treasure hunters where we went for the dredge before you got there in Eastern North Carolina. They have I don't know where they truck it in from. Maybe they truck it in from the coast or something like that, but they that's where they get their fossil pile from. Where all the shark teeth are. You know, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it when you were looking into the microscope. I'm like, man, that's a nice shark tooth.
Yeah. So they truck it in and have you know, you dig through it. He said there's a guy that comes there at least once a week, and when people dig through the pile, they just, you know, move away the top stuff. This guy digs all the way down to the bottom, and he finds all kinds of stuff, and he makes jewelry out of them and sells them.
Oh wow,
so, yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's like that's where Jericho got his shells and his shark tooth that was wire wrapped and all that too.
Yeah, I bought a shark tooth that was wire wrapped for Luann, and she told me, you know, it's more of a guy thing. It looks better on you, and she put it on me, and now it's mine.
Yeah, it looks good.
PA's talking about the gold claw.
Yeah, I saw that, and we were talking about it at the campfire down there, and I was like, yeah, the super sleuth is like a game changer in the same sense because it can do a lot of material at the same time, but the gold claw, you know, definitely worth the money.
When we were, hold on, I think we got somebody else. Oh no, that's me. When we were over there at North Carolina where the dredge was, they ran their wash plant. They had a mini wash plant over there that they made. It worked pretty good. And with the cons that he got out of it, he had a gold claw there, and he used the gold claw, and he was showing us how it's used. You know, the side to side motion, and then the big steps and the small steps and everything like that. And he panned through. He panned through that stuff like it was nothing, like you were panning through with that big pan.
Yeah.
But you gotta know how to use it. You gotta know how to use it.
And that was the back and forth one.
Yeah, it's back and forth, and then it's got bigger steps in the front that you wash the big stuff off, and then it's got little ones in the back that you back pan it, and whatever left is in the bottom.
Okay.
You know,
yeah,
it works pretty good. but like I say, it's a technique, and you have to know how to do it. You have to learn how to do
Right.
that.
Perfect. PA says. Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
I got the best gold after all that we left him.
he's gonna be sluicing that stuff for a long time.
That's good cons.
Did you make a dent in it there, PA?
Yeah, PA says he's getting a gold claw soon.
Yeah.
He's ready.
I'm thinking I was looking last night on for high bankers and stuff like that because I want to try and get something that I can use with my my 500 gallon a minute pump and do it in the backyard. You know, it's not like I'm going to be bringing it down to the river every day or every weekend. It's not a chance that I get to use it that much here in New York. But
Yeah.
I got to have 40 pounds of dirt over there that you know, I'll break my wrist. Break my wrist if I try and pan that. You know.
I have a mini high banker, like a 6-inch mini high banker.
Yeah.
And it has like these two stands that you put on like a big tote. And so it actually is for recirculating with a pump like that.
Yeah.
And it's a high banker. And then I put my stream sluice as an attachment on the high banker.
Oh.
So
yeah, that's what I'm looking to create something like that for the backyard. So in the summertime I can sit down there and just feed the sluice, you know, feed the high banker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got mine from my uncle. He so he used the high banker when he was at camp, but he'd take his 4-wheeler and go pick up buckets out of this hole. And he'd come back and he made a long tom for that high banker, and he got like 2 ounces, I think, in 6 months that he was there.
Wow. Nice.
So,
nice. That's good gold.
Kind of narrow, but I know where he was and where the gold is on the backside of Lake Pleasant. So.
Oh, you know where his hole is?
Yeah,
you know where the hole is?
Not,
Do you know where the hole that he used to get the dirt from?
Yeah,
you know where it is?
Map, but I'm like narrowing down because it looks like this on the map, and then you go there. So like I'm like, you know, this hillside or that hillside. That's how close I am to finding it.
No.
And once I get there, you know, with them when I was a kid, but we've gotten decent gold out of there because that's the backside of the Bradshaws where all the gold comes down towards Phoenix. On the upside of the Bradshaw Mountains is where Lynx Creek is and where the gold is up there. And then you would have to go over to Gold Canyon and like over towards Apache Junction, Superstition Mountains over there. They have gold over there. The Lost Dutchman's mine. You can do the LDMA, I believe, and get access to their mines out there. So.
PA says he's going to make me a 6x16 micro dream mat setup. Sure.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
that'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I'll send you my email, no problem. You know, whatever you want for it, man, I'll tighten you up, no problem.
That'd be sweet.
Is it going to enable me to use my little pump setup and do it in the backyard?
I'm sure. Because how many gallons per minute are you running on that pump now with your little one?
That's 500, but I only run it at half speed.
Right. So like if you run the 6-inch, the 6x16, that would be perfect.
I could probably even run a 750 gallon pump with that.
Yeah.
750 a minute.
Right. I was using, I think it was a 750 or 1100.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted the extension. And when I go to Colorado, Scars has all that metal. He said he's going to just fold one up for me to fit that, so it's like a better extension. Because if we get into the clay, we need to make sure it's going to drop out before it gets to the end.
Yeah, PA. I remember you mentioned it. Yes, and yeah, we'll go forward with that. We'll do that definitely. And like I say, whatever cost you incur, let me know and I'll take care of it. No problem.
That's awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, I love the way he had all of his setups going. You know, he had everything in the organization, you know, just right, bam, 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 all the different stages. If you wanted to run it this way or that way, just depending on the conditions, it was just, he was ready to go. You got some nice setup there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I learned a lot. This week or that week. It's already a week ago. Time flies when you're having fun, but
goes by even quicker when.
I learned a lot, man.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was so much fun. We're going back out there. PA's going to be out there for 4th of July. We're going to go out there and take the RV this time.
Yeah.
I want Casey to see it. I want Casey to be there and experience that, because that's like a game changer in your mind. You know, when you get there, wow. You know, and that could be a possible thing in the future for us. You know, if we find a good spot with good gold and we set up a mine site, you know, we could have a West Coast division of the Treasure Fam over here on a couple claims here in Arizona, a couple claims in Colorado, and then we could be bouncing back and forth, going from one place to the next.
Yeah, yeah. You're going to have to get yourself a wash plant, man.
Yeah, we're going to build one, man. Scar says he has everything he needs to build one. So he's going to build one. I'm going to help him.
Yeah.
So I'm right here. I'm not skipping a jump away. I could fly out there. We could go work for a week, you know, and get all the money back in gold once it's set up.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, man.
Yeah, we were looking on the map, and there's a few different places that he wants to claim up. We just have to make sure that, you know, the is good. So we just check the land and make sure it's the right land that we need and what we want. It's going to produce what we need. That's the hard part, you know. A lot of places are.
Most of the places that you go, you know, if you find land that they're going to sell, more than likely it's been they've had bore testing done on it and stuff like that, and they know what it can produce or has the expectation of.
That's why you want to contact the BLM, find a deposit of your own, prospect the land that's open, and claim that deposit, that location, and mine that. Because if you do find a spot that's already been producing a lot, it's going to be a lot more money, for one. And for two, it's, you know, it's probably going to be pretty well ran.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you just, you know, it's about finding it, really.
Out there,
narrowing down.
They had it on the news the other day that from all the snowstorms and stuff up in the mountains that's melting, and all the rain in the lower portions of the valleys there or whatever, that everything is washing out and gold is turning up everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Because all those ancient riverbeds are getting re-exposed and more gold's getting washed out.
Yeah, yeah.
We haven't seen this kind of weather in a while. You know, we finally got out of drought. You know, our lakes are full here in Arizona right now.
Yeah.
And it's not even, snow melt's not even done yet because of these storms that keep rolling through. You know, we had to actually flood a few lakes out and close down recreational areas just for the river to flow right again, because it was flowing all the way up. It's never flown like that in like years, 10 years, I think. Yeah, so that's what's cool about that. spot. That's exactly what happened. It was in such a heavy drought. No water went down this creek in the past 10 years. And then bam, for the past couple of years, it's been.
Yeah, I would check it out. I see we got Jericho. Jericho's in the house. If
Jericho,
I don't know, can you get up here on the panel there, Chief? Do I got to drop the link?
Yeah, he said he went down to Southport, went to see the ocean for the first time.
Yeah. I guess he went in it too because we had an exceptionally high tide over here today.
Yeah.
He saw the ocean. Did you enter the ocean? That's the question. Did you go in, man? Did you go in?
Hey, all the way, brother.
When I was on the West Coast over there, we took a cruise to where was it? The Mexican Riviera, and I think I was in Puerto Vallarta when I got a chance to go in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah,
I've been in both oceans.
Yeah, I've only been in the Pacific, but I've gone down to Mexico and California, up the coast. I haven't been in the Atlantic. But,
I was brought up going to Long Island and going swimming in the Atlantic Ocean, off of Long Island. Oh yeah. We used to go. When I was 10, 11 years old, we used to it cost us $1.25 to get on the bus and they'd take us out to Jones Beach and we go swimming for the day. And you gotta make sure you get on the last bus was at 5:00 because we missed it one time. I didn't get home till 9. But we used to go out there all the time in the Atlantic.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hey, you guys.
Hello.
You want me to drop the link? You guys can find the link. We went to with Charlie. We went through this how late last night to get all the links going. So you know where the link is.
We got Treasure Fam. Check it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Look at that.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, we fixed it. I didn't have any problems getting in. All you got to do is go to your StreamYard and be logged in as Treasure Fam. And you click it, and you don't even have to wait to get in. You can get right in.
I'm going to drop it anyway because Matt said he wanted to come up too.
Yeah. Hashtag Treasure Fam. Eating dinner real quick, you guys. Yeah, I just popped in. I've probably been on here for the past 30 minutes, I guess. Sorry I wasn't able to get on sooner. It was 4:30. Casey had a doctor's appointment. We had some, we got to do some further testing, so pray for our son, Charlie. He's got some stomach and bowel issues. So hopefully it's nothing serious. And, yeah. Yeah. Just keep him in your prayers and keep Casey in your prayers. She's just having a hard time about it. It is pretty serious, so we just don't know yet. And we don't want to call it what it isn't. And but yeah, guys, there's the link. Go post the link there. Anybody wants to get up on panel and hang out?
Are you blue now, Matt? I made you blue.
Yeah, Jericho's like 20 degrees warmer, 4 blocks from the ocean. So, did you not get in there? You had to get in. Did he say he got in or not?
He hasn't said yet.
Wind is crazy. Okay, well, did you get in?
I bet you the water down there is about 52, 54 degrees.
Well, I bet it's freezing. I'm too warm-blooded for that. Like, I've been here my whole life, I can't handle cold in the water anyway. Like, I just layer up smart, and I'd have to be in like I'm gonna have to probably get a wetsuit anyway.
Yeah, we were
Especially
hanging out in shorts and a t-shirt. You had your hoodie and your long pants on that
right? Everybody was like, "It's not that cold." I'm like, I'll get my extra jacket on just to keep the warmth in."
I don't
But
like
as you
being
can
cold either.
see, tank
And I
top,
live up here in New England.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you were to move out here to Arizona and be here for a couple of years, your blood would be so thin that you wouldn't be able to take the cold like that anymore. You wouldn't be able to go back.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
But
your
the
blood
same
does.
thing if I were to move. To take time to get better at it. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Thank you, PA.
I'm going to give them one last shot over here for. Well, let's turn it sideways. That'd be better. You can see it better. Look at that termination on that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Those
that's
are
nice.
those are some of the things that came out of that bucket from Tim, AU Minor.
Yeah, those are some nice clusters.
Yeah. They're little too.
Yeah,
Let's turn them over, see what we got going.
I didn't get
Look at them.
nothing. Like that. I didn't hardly even do any rock hounding or nothing, just because I knew I couldn't take much back, and I was just more hanging out with everybody. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing. I was letting everybody like you guys do all the filming, and I was enjoying everything else.
Right? You're like, I ain't getting my camera out. I'll see it when you guys post it. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Put them up with the
We got
rest of my
lots of-
crystals.
WK
Oh yeah, I
prospecting.
got my baggie out there too.
Yeah. PA Patriot. Got the
There you
Badger. Carolina Prospecting. For all your prospecting needs, call 704-450-1639. Hey, you guys. Finally got a sticker from them. Scott Sharp. Scott Sharp Adventures in Prospecting.
Yeah.
The Lucky Strike. I got this reverse inside window Lucky Strike sticker. Put that on the RV. Internal Compass of North Carolina.
Yay.
I got Gold Eagles. I got Jericho's. I got all the things here. I got scars. Jericho gave me a nice, awesome shovel.
Oh yeah.
We got these awesome agate keychains.
I had that underneath the microscope before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. And then I got like little raw pieces of like some druzy crystal from our hike when we ran into the bobcat and
Oh yeah.
all that. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got my Lucky Strike pin with my gold that I first got when I just got there. Some nice gold. Yeah, and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
T-Hop and things, I didn't get a chance to get his, but they were awesome hanging out. Can't wait to see them again. Hopefully they can make it out for 4th of July. And Casey even won some things on Coining Around. That was pretty cool. She got a silver certificate.
Oh, nice. They're always nice. You didn't get one from T's Hobbies?
Yeah, I didn't get one from T Hobbies, but
Oh. He'll
got
send you
fire
one.
agate I got from Mountain Man Dan.
And did you get one of these?
No, I didn't.
That's from Tim.
Oh, AU minor?
AU minor, yeah.
No, I didn't get one.
Oh man. North
Yeah, I'll get
Carolina,
one.
AU minor.
Get one in July. But yeah, that's
Oh
a
yeah, you'll be there.
silver certificate I got. Pretty cool. Got a
And
1950 silver nickel. And I just started packaging it up. Got a war nickel from Coining Around, KC1. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't get
Jack.
that one either.
That's Jack Goldman. I think I forget his last name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sticker
Heck of me,
fanatic.
yeah.
I make sure I get my stickers. Hey, you guys!
Right? Like, hey.
Hey, you guys!
But getting really into the coins, I went and got, all the different coin holders and stuff for all the different sizes.
Yeah. You got 1 million of them now, right?
Yeah, I was on AAP's Variety Channel, and I won a silver buffalo, and I missed it.
Oh,
I didn't get a chance to get on and claim my prize, but it was an awesome buffalo.
I think they're 40%.
Yeah, it was a proof.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
It was an awesome coin. I'm sure it went to someone else. No worries. It was fun.
I still have to go through more of these rocks. I got a whole bunch of them in here.
That's awesome, though. That's what it's all about. Now you can take some more things under the microscope and learn a little bit more about the geology and.
Oh yeah, it is. They look so much different under the microscope. I just found one here. Let's take a look at it. This is I think this is a. Let's see what it is. Oh, it went up there already.
Yeah, I got you, brother. I can help you out.
Oh, all right. You put it on the big thing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I think it's a geode, no? Or a thunder egg.
No, that's an agate geode. Isn't that what I gave you?
It might be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an agate geode from New River, Arizona.
Oh.
I can recognize that anywhere. And it's got the little black plume right there and the fortification lines, those agate bands.
Is that what you're talking about?
And that little black spot is like a dendritic plume that goes up and shoots into the agate. If it were to be polished, if you were to polish it, see it a little bit better, but it's a dendritic plume.
Nice. Yeah, it's a
beautiful
pretty
piece.
rock. Yeah.
Yeah, like just a handful of them, and I was handing them out to everybody.
Oh yeah,
down
all
there
right.
at the line trip. And I was like, "Here, take a couple."
Yeah, I threw them in with all my rocks, so they got mixed up with the rocks that I collected down there too.
Yeah,
but that's
fine. Yeah. WK says, "I hate our blue bowl. It takes forever to work." Yeah, that's the problem with that. It's so hard to get the water flow right.
Well, that's where you need that variable power supply, variable voltage. Tune it right in.
that piece you got, everybody was like, "What the heck, Joe? That's so awesome!" And it doesn't. It just doesn't die. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it works really good. I'm surprised, and I'm
Low
surprised
amp.
it did so well for Ross. He was
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah. It actually looked like there was some gold there, Joe.
Oh, yeah, there might be. Let's see.
Uh, that looks like
There
a
might be a
flake.
piece. Hold on, I think there is a flake on there. Let's get
Come off the.
down.
Yeah, that does look like a piece of gold.
I don't know.
Maybe it's shiny.
Uh, there it is.
Gold. It looks like a piece of gold.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
You probably got a bunch of little flakes of gold in there. You're gonna have to slap.
Yeah, it may have
You
fell
know,
off a rock.
yeah, that looks like a heart-shaped piece of gold.
Let's work the light a little bit. I can't. Yep, it probably fell off a rock.
Yeah, there's probably gold in some of those crystals too.
You think so?
Maybe. I always rinse them and I pan out whatever's there.
Oh yeah, that's an idea.
Just rinse them off and pan it out and see if there's any in there. Sometimes there's a couple flakes. Because I'll end up coming back home with a whole, my backpack will be full and there'll be like dirt at the bottom of my backpack, like that much.
Yeah.
And usually they're in gold creeks and areas that I prospected for gold in. So I'll just dump my backpack into the bucket, clean all the rocks out, pan that out, get a few flakes of gold, and a lot of times, but I'll end up doing it later on. But there's quite a bit of sediment that you never know.
I went over there to clean the carpet out of my car today, and I dumped the mats.
Yeah.
It must have been. There could have been a flake or two. It's probably at the car wash right now.
Right.
Well, we're coming up on 2 hours over here almost.
Yeah.
And
17 minutes, 12 awesome people in the house. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
we'll probably hang out for the next 15 minutes and then head in because that'll give us 2 hours on here. And we're kind of running out of rocks to show.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to send you my my email and we'll converse on that. We'll talk about it, what we need to do. Because I was gonna start panning some of that dirt today, and I was looking at them things last night, and I'm saying I got to get me one of them because I ain't got that big super sluice pan like you got, and it takes a long time to go through by hand.
Yeah. Well, if you're panning in the creek, it's so easy because you really need a lot of room to move that big pan around and use the water to support your weight.
Yeah.
Trying to do it in a bucket or something like that, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Same thing with
kind of a space.
That sluice fox that I got from Adventures with Goat. That's strictly a river pan. You can't because you gotta swirl that and the ripples bring the material up. Yeah.
It's all the lights out and leaves the heavy in the bottom.
Yeah.
And you just swirl it swirl it, swirl it. That's like the speed pan that they have. They're almost so flat.
I
when
was
they
I was
just
hoping. I forgot all about seeing if PA would show us how to use that inverted Chinese hat, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I forgot what they call it, but it's got PA. What's the name of that thing? That big wok, the wok with the pointy end, the pointy wok. Ooh, Herkimer?
No, it's a celestolite. Let me see if I can get a good view of it. It's one of the clusters. My friend came over that I bought all these crystals with, and she took her half, and one of them ended up losing a little crystal.
Oh,
Celestolite is kind of more fragile. It's probably on like a 5.
oh,
But it has
yeah.
blue aqua color to it. It's like calcite. Calcite's a lot softer.
That's
But,
a nice piece.
yeah, it's blue.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Wow. All right. How do you pronounce that? Batey? Batey pan? Batey. BT.
BT.
Batey, I think.
Not a pate. A pate.
A bidet. It's a bidet?
It's a bidet. BT
They
paint.
had one. They had one over there. The I think that was Carolina. Who was that? You just mentioned them. Carolina Prospect is that when they set up their tent there, they had one of those big pans.
Yeah, Escal actually just asked, what would you recommend for gold panning at Lynx? You're going to definitely want at least a 1/4-inch classifier with a pan and a bucket, a shovel. If you want to get wet, don't worry about, just bring your shoes. You don't have to worry about getting wet in. Otherwise, if you don't want to get wet, bring rubber boots or something like that. What else?
Oh,
Gloves.
Batea.
Gloves. But yeah, 1/4-inch, Garrett. You can get a Garrett pan. Obviously, like we're kind of talking top of the line. The Eagle Claws, the $100 pan. It's for speed panning. You got to be experienced. You got to know what you're doing with that kind of thing. But if you were to just get a regular Garrett pan kit with a 1/4-inch classifier, bucket, shovel, that's all you really need.
Yeah, get the 1/4-inch bucket classifier.
Yeah, 1/4-inch bucket classifier. You'll be able to get all your rocks out. You could even look at the rocks that you go through as you classify the rocks out. And then that enables you to classify at least 2 buckets worth of material because you're getting all the big rocks out. And then you pan out, little by little on the bucket until you're done.
A little advice is when you're filling that bucket, when you're throwing it through the classifier and you're throwing your big rocks out, only fill up that bucket halfway, or else you'll never carry it up the bank. It gets heavy. That water is heavy and the dirt is heavy. So if you fill it up halfway, I learned that out in Montana. I tried to hump a whole bucket around only maybe 30 feet, and I was forget about it. So only fill up that bucket halfway.
I usually go probably 10 buckets. I'll classify all 10 buckets down to a pan's worth of black concentrates and do it that way. And maybe a 1/4 of a bucket.
Yeah, them buckets get heavy after a while. I got one of those. I got a 1/2 inch. I got the half-inch classifier. Where is it? I'll show you. I got a half-inch classifier. With it works, but I guess the quarter inch is good too. You know, this is
10 or almost 10 times out of 10, you're not going to get a nugget bigger than quarter
yeah,
inch.
you're not going to get the nuggets, but this is the classifier that we're talking about. It goes in your bucket, and you put all the rocks in here, and this is half inch, and they got one smaller inch, smaller. It's a quarter of an inch, so half of this. But that'll get you down to the manageable stuff. Get all the big rocks out, like this. Anything bigger than a half inch.
Yeah. And you could end up with a quarter inch nugget or something like that, and it'll be in your classifier. So you always want to dig through your rocks in your classifier, see if you have a nugget. If you don't, you pitch the rocks off to the side, and then you go through your material.
Yeah. I even classified it down to kitchen size strainer too.
Yeah. Like an 1/8 inch.
That'll get you your smaller rocks like this out of it, the little guys.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what gold is. Gold processing is all classification, all the way from getting the raw material and all of it getting separated. So like those wash plants will separate your pea gravel and your sand. And then you'll have two different piles of different classified material. And then whatever's left in the sluice box is your concentrates, which are what you're going to get all your gold in.
Yeah, and that might be Katie's problem with that blue bowl. You have to get that stuff really fine. That's for the blue bowl is for really fine gold. You got to classify that down maybe 30, 40 plus.
Right.
That's the only thing I run in my blue bowl. I rarely run it unless I got some really fine stuff to run.
Right. That classification process really with the blue bowl is the only way to go, because it's not going to knock out the material that's bigger than, it's got to be all the same size material in there at the same time. Yeah. Otherwise it won't work properly. The bigger rocks will keep.
When you're running that blue bowl, you're looking for gold the size of a grain of sand. That's what you're looking for.
The extra fines. But I know there in Tennessee, it's a little more on the extra fine side.
S-Girl, don't worry about it. Don't believe me. I've only been doing this for a year, and it comes, as you do it, you learn it. It's funny how you retain that information. And don't worry about it. That's the whole fun of the adventure, is the learning process and being able to help the next guy out down in a year from now for you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to be watching videos until the outing, and she's going to be a pro by then. If you don't want to worry about it and you want to know firsthand, don't even pick up anything, Escal, and we'll have pans and classifiers and all the things to show you what we're going to be doing. Scars is going to be there.
You got a bunch of good teachers there. That's like Badger. He never panned before, I don't think, this past week, and now he's an expert. We force fed him for a week. That's good.
Yeah, the Garrett Deluxe Gold Pan Kit is a good beginner kit because it comes with everything. Hey, you guys! What's up, brother? Treasure Fam! Check it out, Treasure Fam!
Check it out, Treasure Fam!
Boom.
Now we got to get the rest of them on board to do that, right?
Yeah.
Are you got your mic turned off, Charlie?
Oh, he's like, oh. Oh, darn it. Hey, I did the AU guys for you, though, Lee. Ooh, ooh, ooh. AU guys.
He's
I
still
heard
muted.
him.
You're muted.
Still muted. He's like, oh, darn it. Still muted. $200 mesh on that for 406. Bacon frying cover. Frisbee works good. Frisbees work good for panning.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Who was that?
Can you guys hear me now?
I think it was all right. We got you now. I think it was Harley Babe who first was panning with a frisbee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that would be fun. We could be playing frisbee, like we were doing the horseshoes, and then
William Gold.
Yeah.
See, what I want to do is I want to get you guys out to a disc golf course.
How you doing, Walter?
Yeah, my brother-in-law he's really into disc golfing.
There's 3 courses within a mile from my house.
What are you talking about? Disco? Oh, disco golf. Disc golf.
Yeah, with the frisbees.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about disco balls.
Yeah. I went on a retreat up north and they had a whole course right there on the campsite and we played there, and then we have one not too far from here. A couple different courses here. I like the courses with trees and forest.
Josh, you got to come over here by me sometime, man. I'll take you to some really wild courses.
We'll be there in July.
The first half, if the one place that I want to take you, it's like a 2-hour drive from my house south yet. But if you want to check it out, I'll take you out there. It's a 21-hole course, but the first half is through smaller, 2-3 inch trees. It's nice and clear. And then the back half of it is through dense woods, and there's hanging trees and stuff through the course. It's even marked on the course that these trees are part of the course.
Right.
That's what I thought they said, PA. I thought they were talking about disco.
Disco. Staying alive.
Doing the bus stop.
Yeah. Disco. Yeah, they went out in the late 70s.
They're making a comeback. The bell bottoms, all that,
What do you mean making a comeback? They never left. I'm still wearing them. Hey, Walter, nice to see you.
Walter Newberry in the house. How's it going?
Walter Newberry, that's W from WK.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, Jay? He must be on the road.
The bus stop. PA knows what I'm talking about.
The bus stop. I don't.
What's up, I'm Jackson. How you doing?
I'm Jackson. What's happening, buddy? Good to see you.
I don't know if I'm.
Yeah.
I think it might be the first time I've seen him. How's it going? I'm Jackson.
I am Jackson. That's Josh from Native Arizona Adventures.
How's it going? Nice to meet you, brother.
I think I am Jackson's out there in California. No, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on and subscribe to him.
Yeah, he's been. I've known I am Jackson for a long time now. Ever since I've been on here.
Awesome.
He's another one I have yet to meet. I spoke to him on the phone, but
Western Mojave.
It's always nice to meet somebody.
Western Mojave Desert. Heck yeah.
There you go.
I heard there's a lot of nice amethyst out in there, in that area. Been wanting to come out, towards California, up into Oregon, Washington. We're going to be coming out that way here soon. Going up to Colorado in a couple weeks. Going to be up there for a week. Back down here for the weekend, and Scar's going to stay over here at the homestead for a week and hang out with us.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll go check out some places. Take them some places. It's getting too hot down here, though. I don't know. Most of our trip's going to be in Colorado and up north, northern Arizona, and then we'll be back here working. You're going to help me.
Yeah, get out of that dry, hot bubble of where you're at.
May want to leave Colorado for the summer until I
Yeah,
have
you
to go to
can't do
Michigan.
much during the day. That's the
No,
only
you
thing.
can't. Yeah. You don't want to be here in the summer. You want to be here in the and I want to be up north in the summer. So
And
we
you don't
usually
want to be
always
out there
leave.
in the desert at night with your headlight on. Your headlight, and the rattlesnakes.
Yeah, it gets cold. It's really weird because it'll be hot as heck during the day. When you're out in the desert by the lake or something, it starts to get chilly. It's like, what?
It's going to be
it's crazy
100
how
out
this-
there.
the
tomorrow.
desert. It's going to be
100.
120.
Damn. But it's all that dry heat.
Here's-
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up to Colorado, brother. You're going to be going out with
Still April,
stars.
it's going to be 100.
Yeah. 100 degrees. 90 degrees
Hey,
is
Casey.
like too much. Casey.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'll take 90 degrees with humidity over 90 degrees with dry heat. Any day.
Yeah.
You would take the humidity?
Yeah. I used to live out in California for like 12 years, and it was like 120 when I left there with dry heat and everything dead. At least with the humidity, everything is green and you have shade you can hide under.
Oh yeah, that. But you sweat like there's no tomorrow.
I do when it's
I've
dry
gotten to the
anyway.
point I've gotten to the point where you can't see because of the sweat rolling in your eyes and the salt irritating your eyes. You just can't see no more.
That's like me right now.
I played golf out there in Arizona, and it was 102, but I didn't sweat, not one drop. And I played at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought I thought I was gonna die.
Get me some water. I'm
Just
not
feel it.
sweating.
I'm gonna jump in the water hazard, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'll take 100 with no humidity.
I don't want to take 100 at all. I want to never be in the. If I'm here, I'm either in the pool or I'm in the house. You know, I'll be on my porch with my swamp cooler on. You know, just chilling outside for a little bit, and then, yeah, it's just too much. So I'm like, we might as well go on vacation the whole summer.
Well, that's the same thing here.
Come
You know,
back.
you go out 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of the summer here when it's a 90-degree day, and you can't take it. You just can't take it. You got to get out of the sun. You got to find some kind of shade.
Yeah. Yeah, got to get like at least above 3,000, 4,000 feet elevation.
See, I know what a swamp cooler is because we used to have one of those in our garage because that's where us kids would hang out there.
What's a swamp cooler?
It's pretty much an air conditioner, but you have like a garden hose hookup that you can put in there and fill up with like a tray of water, and then this fan would run through that water and cool the air.
Oh, all right. I seen that. We went to a bar out there in Arizona, and everything was outside, and they had a little tube running all around the porch with little pinholes in it, squirting water.
Yeah,
Cool.
Mister.
Mister. Yeah, it was Mister.
Yeah, it makes people feel like vegetables when they're sitting out there in the heat and just looking out at the sunlight. So this is what it feels like to be a vegetable in Walmart.
Yeah. Casey's like, I'm chilling in front of one right now, and I'm like, I'm
Casey-
over here
Casey-
sweating.
Casey's chilling in front of one now.
I set her up before I. So it's not too bad now that the sun's going away. I got a little fan. We've got a little fan set up,
Oh, there you go.
so it's not too bad. I'm going to close this thing and build it a little bit bigger, and then chill. This is my rock shop. One of these days, maybe Scars will help me when he's here.
There you go.
I
All right,
think we're going
well-
to be going live with him, and then he'll be going live with us over here. So,
That's
Well, we've been on for 2 hours now. I know we still got. Let's see what. Here's a different 90-degree humid. Yeah. Well, like I said, we've been on for a little over 2 hours. We still got 11 people in the house, but we're gonna see if we can't call it and clean this place up. I got my rocks all over the place over here. I still got that piece of gold too. I got to look at. I got it underneath the microscope
Yeah.
right now. We're gonna check it out.
okay.
But with that, we're gonna say goodnight and call it. So hope everybody has a decent weekend. Don't be too hot. Don't get too wet because we're having a major storm come through here. But that's yet to be seen. So
Yeah, be still. Heck yeah.
everybody, take care, and we'll see you maybe over the weekend, or we'll see you Monday when we wake up the Badger.
We got
All right?
poke-
Poke that. Get him riled up. Get him more riled up than he already is.
gotta poke the badger.
All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Have a good night, Mona. Good night, y'all.
Good night,
Walt.
everybody. Have coffee, Mona.
Yeah, wake up. I have coffee yet today. That's what the problem is. I'm gonna be getting me some coffee real quick. Here's Casey and the baby.